All right, guys, it is time to start our ultimate team grind in NHL 26, and it's going to start with the captain pack. And inside this captain pack, we are going to have 4 great selections: Mackenzie Weegar, Brodin, Andres Lee, and Patrick Laine. But who do you choose? They're all representatives of their divisions, right? Weegar is Central, right? Weegar's Pacific, Brodin Central, Andres Lee's Metro, and Patrick Laine's the Atlantic. So who do you pick? They're all built unbelievable in their own ways, but individual stats on the cards might actually not be the biggest factor. What we need to look at is actually the lineup combination you see on the far right. So when it comes to Patrick Laine, he helps activate 2 overall with 2 Chicago Blackhawks. Something that I will get into later on today when I do the deluxe bundle edition or the deluxe pre-order packs, where you could take Jeremy Roenick with Patrick Laine, and that only leaves you 1 Chicago Blackhawk away from getting 2 overall. So Patrick Laine is a really strong choice for that. Andres Lee, being American, helps you out with +1 overall. And then with Brodin, who I have selected, helps you out with +2 overall to defense. So now I've got a goal of going and getting a Detroit defenseman to get that +2 overall. But a cheeky little pick would be Mackenzie Weegar, who could activate +5 AP onto your existing AP if you partner him with a St. Louis Blue. So that is 5 more AP, and if you didn't know, the Elite AP is worth 3. So if you get somebody like McDavid, who has 9 AP, 3 AP with 3 ability points for 9 points total to get all 3 activated, this +5 could be huge. So Mackenzie Weegar might be a massive pick. I went with Brodin for the +2 overall. But Brodin also has the combination of getting +2 AP that you see at the very bottom if I pair him with a Tampa Bay defenseman. So he's got flexibility there. And if I need AP, I can get a Tampa defenseman. If I want the overall boost, I get a Detroit defenseman. But what you're looking at here, well, that's just a terrible team. Terrible team that we need to get going on. It's going to be an extremely long journey, gentlemen, and it's one that I am ready to dive in and get after with you guys. And of course, Storm. She is ready to go. You're going to be very eager to get yourself into the store with your 4,600 pre-order points if you got the deluxe edition and start ripping packs. I'm going to encourage you to wait, to get through a little bit of the stepping stones to building your hut team, and then go from there. Let's see how the packs develop. Let's see what global launch packs come out, because there might be better packs at launch than at early access. I will do a pack opening up all of the early access packs and all of the fresh ice packs, so you guys can see what is in them and what kind of odds I'm going to get and if they're worth opening or not. That way you can save your 4,600 points and put them towards the global launch packs instead of the early access packs, unless they're fire. And when I open the packs, we'll see if they're fire. So make sure you hit that sub button and notification bell so you don't miss it. But let's get into the rest of this video on what we need to do to take this hut team from the poop that it is to a nice ranked squad that we can try to win with. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take you right to the menus, where you're going to hold LT to drop down the menus. You're going to go to Hut Moments. In Hut Moments, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go into the Fresh Ice Moments. You're going to get passes with Morgan Rielly, shots, wins, hits, and goals with Matthew Tkachuk. That's going to give you a 79 overall Fresh Ice player. That is very important, and I will explain that in a minute when we get to it. But now, you have gone through the Hut Moments for Fresh Ice. You have gotten your coins. You've gotten a couple of 77 overall players that's going to make your team better. And you've got the 79 overall Fresh Ice player. From here, you don't need to do anything but hold the left trigger and go to Wildcard. You're going to go to Wildcard. You are going to draft your team. and you're going to play Wildcard. But one thing you are going to do when you draft your team is you are going to get as many fresh ice players in there as you can. And the reason you're going to get as many fresh ice players as you can is for objectives to help you get a free Granlund. So when you go into Wildcard, you're going to notice it's pretty much the same setup as last year. You're going to get 2,500 coins out of the gate, and then you're going to get 22 collectibles along the path. These 22 collectibles, and remember, when you played Wildcard, you got fresh ice players in your lineup. And the reason that is important is because if from this menu we hit the LT button, and the reason that is important is because from this menu, if we hit the RT button or the right trigger, it's going to bring up our objectives. And we're going to scroll over to events, and you're going to see fresh ice event. If you get 5 completed games, which you're going to do in Wildcard, if you make 30 passes, which you will do in Wildcard, and 25 hits, which you will do in your Wildcard games, that gives you 3 collectibles. Bringing it back to when I got you to get that 179 overall fresh ice player from your hut moments, now that you've done that and you've done Wildcard and the objectives, getting yourself 25 collectibles, you can now go get this 82 overall BND Mikael Granlund, who's absolutely free because you haven't done anything to do it except play a little bit of the game, right? You played a little bit of moments, you played a little bit of Wildcard, and you got this card by using your collectibles. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over to sets. You're going to go into the fresh ice set, and you're going to go into the collectibles. You're going to go all the way to the very end. This is where you're going to turn in your 25 collectibles. What you're getting out of it is an 82 overall Mikael Granlund and 5 75 plus players. So those 5 75 plus players go onto your team and they help you out. The 79 overall that you got from moments goes on your team and it helps you out. And the Mikael Granlund goes on your team and he helps you out. And why is that important? Because now it is time to hit Cup Chase. There's a couple of things that come with Cup Chase. One, you get rewarded for packs for undefeated, winning the playoffs, and winning the Stanley Cup. Doing that stuff will get you 3 packs. But as well, if you go into your objectives, you go to milestones, you will see there is an early access Cup Chase objective tier list. And what you got to do is win games. And when you win those games, 20 games to be exact, and there's 18 regular season games, and there's 4 playoff games. So if you win every single game in Cup Chase, play on rookie if you have to, play on semi-pro, play on whatever you can guarantee yourself wins. And you're going to get the 20 wins. That's going to give you a ton of collectibles. And inside of those 24 games you're going to be playing, 22 games you're going to be playing, you are going to get hits, shots, and goals. And that is going to give you 34 Cup Chase collectibles. Not to mention, that is going to help you get your 25 games done because you have 2 fresh ice players in your lineup with Granlund and whoever you pull out of the 79 moment reward. And then you're going to get 20 goals with Granlund and that other player. Plus, you're going to get 30 assists and you're going to take 45 shots, completing your fresh ice objectives without having to do anything or spend any money. Without having to spend any money or turn any of your cards in just yet. And then you're going to get an 81 overall Evangelista. So now you've worked your way through Cup Chase. You've done the wild card. So now you've done the moments. You've done the wild card. You built the sets. You got those cards on your team. You went to Cup Chase. You beat the Cup Chase. Now what are you going to do? Well, it's time to put together that team, see everything you've got, and take your luck to competitive ranked. It is time to get into ranked, guys. It is time to start working on your tiers, to start getting you all of these packs, get into your champs qualification, and get ready to get that grind on. Online's not your thing? That's okay. Your cup chase rewards right above my head here, just the 3 packs, not the objectives. Just these 3 packs are repeatable, so you can keep doing cup chase over and over again and keep getting 3 packs. So you can keep playing over and over again if you like to play offline and you're an offline player. Remember, the packs look to be better as the difficulty goes up, as they indicate here, rookie packs, and if you go to Superstar, there's Superstar packs, so they indicate that the Superstar packs would be wildly better. And that's not to forget, you also have a ton more moments to do. So you can, if you wanted to go to moments, I figure at this point you want to dabble into the ranked a little bit, but if you don't and you want to sit back and keep relaxing at the start of your NHL run, you could do these moments. What these moments are going to do is give you 600 coins per division and 2 all new hut collectibles for moments. You're going to pile up 4 divisions at 600 coins a division and 2 collectibles a division. That's going to give you 2,400 coins for doing all 4 moments, all 4 division moments, and 8 collectibles. Before we get to what you're going to do with your collectibles, like the collectibles you earned in the Cup Chase, the 34 of those, you also have training camp moments where you're going to go through, you're going to earn yourself some coins, you're going to earn yourself a rookie pack, you're going to earn yourself a lot more coins, and you're going to earn yourself a main camp pack. So we've done a lot. We have done a lot. We have done moments, we have done Wildcard, we have done Cup Chase, we have maybe dabbled a little bit into ranked. We have done a lot, but we have earned collectibles along the way. We have earned the moment collectibles and we've earned the Cup Chase collectibles. So what do we do with them? You're going to go over to sets and you're going to come all the way to the very end. You're going to see Cup Chase. Cup Chase now gives you collectibles for doing objectives with the flexibility of getting the packs you want. Do you want a gold choice player pack? You spend the 35 collectibles on that, which unfortunately right now you can only earn 34 collectibles, so this one's a little rough. Maybe you hold on to your 34 collectibles and at global launch you get more Cup Chase collectibles and then you can get this pack. I don't know why they gave us 34 collectibles unless my math was wrong and you only get 35 and you have to turn in 35 for the main pack. Maybe you just hang on to them and at global launch then you use them when you can get more. Or you can get a gold crown pack for 30 collectibles, 20 collectibles, a silver choice pack. You get where we're at, right? Your same packs, cheaper cost, cheaper packs, but it gives you the option of choosing what you want. And that's going to be same with the hut moments. Woo, that is bright. It's going to be the same with the hut moments where you turn in 2 collectibles for 80 BNDs. Now, I am not the biggest fan of BNDs, but if you're telling me that I can get, for doing 4 quick, simple moments, I can get 4 80 overall players on my team, this is something that I would really be interested in looking at, because 77 overall cards is what you need to start building sets. So 76 and below don't really have much value unless you're going to the exchange set. So when I look at this, I see 4 80s. Maybe BND, yes, but I see 4 massive improvements to my team. Or I can get 178 overall for 6 collectibles. 180 overall untradeable for 6 collectibles. 182 overall BND for 6 collectibles. Or 75 plus untradeable for 8 collectibles. So the way it kind of seems like it's set up here is you can get yourself a 75 plus overall for 8 collectibles, or you can maybe get an 82 BND for 6 and an 80 BND for 2. You can get a 78 tradable and an 80 BND for the 8 collectibles, or the untradeable 80 with the BND. But my opinion is you would clearly, to make your team better right out of the gate and then just discard these cards when you're done, is I would go the 480 BNDs, or I would go 180 BND and 182 BND. Because what you're going to do in October is you're literally just going to throw these away. And these 4 moments did nothing, like they took no time to do. So if you can get yourself an 82 and an 80 this early on, I think these moments are pretty huge. And I think these collectibles are really designed well. So it's time to start our journey, guys. That is what you should get off to first. But remember, get your fresh ice done, get your players on your team through moments, and get on that grind. But this should jumpstart your team, getting you a good lineup and getting rid of all of this stuff you see in front of you, except the Pappy. That Pappy looks good. But thank you guys for watching this video. Get that jumpstart on your team. I hope you do enjoy it. If you do, give it a big old thumbs up. But until next time, ciao, ciao.